Well, greetings and welcome into Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 129 today. And now let's go ahead and hear the latest report from Andee and Tom Rodgers.
Hi, this is Andee.
And this is Tom. We're reporting on our last winter I'm Perfect tour stop.
So our stop was at Tiger Mountain in Washington. And Tom and I have only visited Tiger Mountain briefly before. Usually, we like to spend the entire weekend with everyone, but they had such a huge event that weekend with the Naturist Society Foundation, there was no room for us to stay. But they had a great weekend, and we were happy to be the last event for that weekend. I was joined by 12 amazing women, from a relative newbie to a woman who has enjoyed this way of life for over 30 years.
Some of the guys were from different regions, and they had noticed that we as clubs up here were doing just that. We talked for about an hour and a half, and everybody said that they learned some good information and felt good to be together, and it was glad that we sat down to talk. Thanks to everyone who supported us on this journey.
Thank you for listening and making us feel welcome everywhere we go, and we hope to meet you somewhere down the road.
The very terrific Andee and Tom Rodgers, as she put in her note, that's the 20th and last presentation. So hats off and thank you to Andee and Tom Rodgers. You're listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 129. Glad you're here. I hear some music, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for the great, the terrific, the completely over-the-top, fully clothes-free, and fully smiling, our naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. And here she is, the one and only, the completely over-the-top, fully clothes-free, and fully smiling, our naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today?
Good morning. I am doing terrific, except it's humid as heck out there, and I want to jump in the pool instead of doing this.
Well, you have to be careful, because we have people in the northern USA who would give maybe part of their right arm for some humidity right about now.
I know that, and I am terribly sorry for them. Been there, done that, and I understand I have the mental scars from it. Thank you very much. But yeah, I do feel sorry for anyone who doesn't want to be in that climate who is.
Yeah, at least it's not snowing yet in most of the USA. At least I don't think so, but that's coming soon, but not to us. So that's why we have to be careful. And look at us. We're naked outside in January, and you're not. Well, we don't want to do that.
Yeah,
right?
this is, of course, we could be ducking hurricane winds, so they don't have that to deal with. So maybe there's a trade-off here. I don't know, but anyway.
That is true. We don't want to reenact the... what scene was it in The Wizard of Oz where they went flying through the air? Was that one of the witches, or was that Dorothy?
That was Dorothy at the beginning, I think, wasn't it? When the house got picked up and Toto got missing. And
we just want to make sure we're not flying through the air with the hurricane. But
exactly.
And if it does, we'll say, boy, I wish we could be somewhere cold where it's snowy and no humidity and no hurricane. So it goes both ways, right?
It does. It certainly does.
All right, Lisa Monroe, with that, we thank Dale for his letter and Dustin for his article. We need to head for the hills. We'll see you at the end of the show. Stay clothes-free until then, okay?
Well, we'll certainly do so. I'll see you in a few.
Sounds good. We are very glad that you are with us today, spending this hour together, clothes-free living for all the right reasons. You are listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 129. And now let's get to part one of my interview with a woman from the WOW campaign from the Women in Nude Recreation from Philadelphia, the terrific Andrea. What's it like in the Philadelphia area in terms of naturism, nudism? Can you get out and about? Do you have clubs to go to, beaches, anything going on there?
Well, down the Jersey Shore, there are very few. There are a few select beaches where nudism or naturism is acceptable. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's pretty much, keep your clothes on and keep your eyes to yourself. So, like I said, I was a very shy individual and very, I'd do anything for anybody. I'd be a big help, but love always singing, always dancing. It took a good 2 to 5 years to get me out of that whole mindset from, because things were crazy. I mean, when you have mental trauma drummed on you for 12 years, you believe it.
That's right. The very terrific Andrea from the WOW campaign with Women in Nude Recreation with Andee Rodgers. And on next week's show, which will be episode 131, part 2 with Andrea. And before we go, until Wednesday comes along, let's bring back in our naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. Welcome back, Lisa.
It's very nice to be back.
Yes. Good to hear from Andrea. We'll have part 2 of my interview with her next week. And everybody has their own story, and each story is unique. There are some elements that are the same. You know, as in the naturism community, parts of your story are the same as everybody else, but there are also unique elements person to person, which that's what makes it fascinating to me when I hear somebody's story, right?
It does to me too, you know, because everyone came to this for a different reason. You know, there's set things about naturism. We love it. We enjoy the air. We hear that all the time. The freedom of swimming naked. All those things are very common to most of us. Yeah. But it's the uniqueness of what propelled them to do so. And, you know, we hear a lot about people with body positivity but the fact is there are a lot of other reasons that people come in and a lot of other reasons that make them happy about being naturist. And we haven't had a single guest on yet that actually had the same story.
With that, Lisa Monroe, let's head for the hills. Have a great clothes-free few days, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay, sounds great. And I'm going to jump in the pool. I don't know about anybody else. It's too hot.
Sounds good.
All righty. Bye.
Well, you've been listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 129 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.